Welcome back. Just undone the bolt on this. This is a brass wheel. It's for the brakes. You wind the brakes on and they push up against the shoes, push up against the wheels. So it's basically a friction device. So if you have a look along here as well, this is somebody has put a lovely dome top brass rail along here. However, what they did do, the person, whoever it was, you know who it is, you're out there, what's sitting behind you, painted over them. So what I did was I got some very well worn 120 sandpaper, and now because it will put scratches in it, so I've taken the paint off. And you don't really want to put heat on it with it being brass because it's such a soft metal. And what have you. So anyway, set that off. And then this is a 320 wet and dry sandpaper, really fine one, which is taking the big scratches out. And then this sanding block underneath is 800 grit. So the higher up the scale you go, the numerical scale, the finer the sandpaper is. And you see that just bringing that up nicely and whatever it is. We'll come back to that in a second. So I've taken this brass wheel off, and because it's the shape it is and everything, trying to get in everywhere, and it's also got a bit of paint on it as well by the look of it. So what we're going to do is, my old trick of putting some rust remover on it. Everybody says, what brand is that rust remover? HG, tough job, blah de blah blah blah. It's just a rust remover. That's all. Doesn't matter what the brand is. Oh, on that note as well, I was talking about putting your brushes in hair conditioner, and which works a treat. And George Metcalf, George, God bless you, God bless him, who's been a signwriter all his life. He's a bit older than me, George, by a long way. And so he's done nothing else but signwrite all his life and everything. So he definitely knows brushes. And he very kindly got in touch with me and said, Chris, I agree with you. However, be careful. There is hair conditioner and there is hair conditioner by all accounts. As you can well imagine, I don't use a lot of hair conditioner on me, that's for sure. Maybe back in the 70s when I had long hair, black moustache, black hair, I was knocking and bandy down the disco. That's where I met you, wasn't it, down the disco? There you go.
No.
It was in the youth club, in the disco, the youth club. Anyway, no, she's senile. But there you go. So we'll just let that cook a little bit. So George said, be careful with those hair conditioners. Some of them have got pretty harsh stuff in them and whatever, and by all accounts, the camera lady assures me, yes, they have. So apparently the one I've used is quite an expensive one. Whatever. So there you go. That's great. What did I do with it? Right. Some very fine steel wool. And I definitely want my gloves on. I hate handling this stuff without gloves. Bad enough with gloves. Obviously you don't want to handle that rust remover without gloves either. Shafts are there, you can see them painted up. Don't know whether you have already. Right, just coming close up on this now. You'll see this starting to come together now. What sort of a job it does on that brass. Isn't that nice? So it's just a bit of elbow grease. And then when I've got it all cleaned up, what I'm going to do is mask it off. So it doesn't get marked up and it doesn't oxidize and go dirty again. Look at that coming up. That's a thing of beauty. It's going to look great, that, isn't it? It'll be a nice little touch, that will. Right, come on outside here, let's have a look. It hasn't been on there very long, has it? You can see it just starting to take that off there nicely. It took me years to come to the conclusion that I could use rust remover to take the oxidization off brass. Before that, I suppose, like everybody else, with the brass on the Duraglit and the rubbing and the never quite getting it as clean as I would like it, and yada yada yada. This is exciting, isn't it, watching me clean the brasses. Used to clean the brasses every Sunday with me 9 before we went to chapel up in Southsea and then to me Tide's grave. But that was entertainment, wasn't it? Forget the internet, cleaning the brasses on a Sunday morning. Doesn't get any more exciting than that, does it? Right, I'll get a cloth, but it might need one more going, but you can see the difference already, look at it. Let me get a cloth. Super duper, very satisfying. The fact that it's I don't think my 9 would have forgiven me if I'd come up with this idea then. Anyway, it would have made the job really quick. so she might have done, bless her. God rest her soul. There we go. Probably could do one more little go over, but nothing major. We'll get that cleaned up properly. Fantastic. Come and have a look at this, everybody. Nature's own oil painting. Look at that, all them autumn colours. I don't know about yourselves where you've been in the country, but it's been dry for a long time, which is just brilliant. And yesterday was the first day I put out a bale of hay for the horses. They've been fine since, but and let me just turn that light on. I'll take the gloves off here because they're covered in rust remover, and I'll pull this up on its side. There we go. So I've just got to wait for that side to dry and then do exactly the same on the other side to mirror it, and there we go. I did want to put something else in the middle here, but it turns out that this is not quite center, and it's the sort of thing that keeps me awake at night. It's out by an inch, just over actually. So they're not quite as centered as I would like. That is dead center there. This is not quite. So I sort of had to shade it out a bit to make it look. Yeah, I know.
Special.
I know I am. If it ain't right, it's wrong. It's as simple as that. I think that's it really. I'm going to give a big shout out to me mate Terry McDuggan over in Ireland there. He got in touch with me yesterday and he's doing some great work there. Good craftsman, Terry. Good craftsman, to say the least. And he said he's on a fitness regime. So go on, Terry. I could do with losing a few pounds myself, I've got to tell you. So there we go. Good luck, everybody. Have a great day. As always, be productive. And thanks very, very much for all your feedback, everybody, as well. It really is appreciated. God bless.